Hi, good evening to Madam Luci Farida. I'm Darshini Lavania from Parimasiwa with my matrix number of A170996, and I'm from Group E. And for today, I would like to share a video on pitching for my e-newsletter, which I actually did based on the article for the subject of academic communication too. So, and again, I'm from Group E, so we have chosen a theme on alternative source of energy or generation of energy. So I've focused on biomass. So why? Because simply biomass is an easily found source of energy, because you can just find it from living organisms in our biosphere itself. It doesn't matter if it's plants or animals, and it's one of the most dominant ones around the globe. So yeah, which is why I've chosen it, and I've produced an e-newsletter. So from here you could see that I really emphasize for people to read it, because biomass source is actually something that you can just find it even in our backyard, believe it or not. Even if some rubbish that you actually throw into the bin can actually be used as a source, because it's all living organisms. The fish that you eat, the vegetables that you just don't want from your dinner plate. So those are the things that you can actually easily find it. So I'm trying to emphasize it in my e-newsletter. And this is my title, Biomass for Electricity Generation, because the source of biomass can undergo a few methods of conversion to generate electricity. And here there's this one circle here which says that biomass energy is known as one of the most used alternative sources, because it's a really good renewable source. You can find it anywhere, and you can just do it on your own. You can just burn it and you can get the source of energy, like in the form of heat, for instance. And this is actually a picture. I've placed this picture because I just want to show the relevance of it. Like, you have these sources here, which is agricultural sources, and this is actually the area of generation of energy. So the biomass generation, you get the sources here, and it's actually brought into the manufacturing side of it. Now, the first column, I actually spoke about the sources and the uses of biomass energy. So the sources you can get from woody sources, agricultural residues, and also animal and human waste. And what is so useful about it? Because so since it has moisture in the form of from woody substances, so those are the things that can be used to absorb this water and produce high pressure steam, also through combustion. And it's very useful in facility heating and generating electricity, but only with 20% efficiency, and also in producing heat energy to for consumers, and also in producing electricity. So it's a facility heating, electricity thing, and also a combined system of heat and electricity generation. And this part is really interesting, because I actually have two pictures as well. So the first one is also the same. There's a factory here, and then you have woody resources here, and then this one is actually speaking about woody resources which can actually self-ignite if you don't really take good care of it. Like, if the company doesn't really place it properly accordingly, it can actually self-ignite. And yeah, direct combustions from it can actually go against all this enactment and policies, which is actually dangerous. So which is why they really need to take note of the methods of conversion to make sure that the emissions are controlled and it doesn't pollute the environment at the end of the day. So biomass sources can be converted into electrical power through several methods actually, but the main ones are like direct combustion, directly combusted. And then you can actually, for the next one, let's see, okay, gasification to produce a synthesized gas with usable energy. And you have pyrolysis, which means that the oxygen is lesser there. And also you have the anaerobic digestion. Sorry, let me just scroll down again. So yeah, anaerobic digestion is all inside. So whatever that's in the article, I find things that are relevant and easy to understand. I've actually put it in. So it's really important for people to actually know the differences between these methods of conversion, these systems related, because people may know, I mean, what is the source, what are the sources, and how to obtain it, but people have to also know how to actually generate energy from it. So I think pretty much that's all about my e-newsletter, and so it's basically about a very short, simple e-newsletter, columns of it regarding the sources, like how easily can we find it. So it's useful because people can read and know like where to get it, easily get it, and the methods of conversion, so we know in terms of efficiency as a consumer, like the amount of energy that we get is based on the efficiency of the systems and the methods of conversion of it. So yeah, so it's a really interesting article, and in the form of e-newsletter with visuals and graphics, so people will be knowing what is actually going on. So I think that's all from me, and I must thank you, Madam Michi, for allowing me to share my thoughts regarding this e-newsletter, and thank you very much for the time that you have given, and good evening. Thank you again. That's all from me. Bye.